When it comes to pain, I learned to manage that because it was every day. It wasn't something that was like, now it was more, some days were worse than others. So yeah, I would go and take a Tylenol, ibuprofen or something like that. But as when it came to pain, I just got used to it. And to be honest with you, it was kind of, when I went through the surgery and everybody was like, oh, you don't need anything. It was kind of like, this is the least amount of pain I've felt since I've had no teeth, like, to be honest with you. So it was actually a relief. So the past few months has basically been life-changing, I think, even with being able to eat without pain, even if it's soft foods or foods that, I'm not able to eat everything, wasn't able to eat everything yet, but just being able to eat without pain was a big deal for me. I mean, sometimes I would eat and I'd kind of flinch and then be like, okay, I'm okay, like I can eat. So that was different for me, I think. That was kind of shocking to me that I didn't have to worry about that anymore. The temporaries felt kind of more denture-like. I didn't like it. I kind of felt almost like, is this going to be how it is the rest of my life? And then when I put these in, I was like, they're right when they tell you that when you get your finals, it's going to be like night and day. For a while, I was like, am I just going to have to deal with feeling like I have acrylic in my mouth all the time? But no, these feel like they're my actual teeth. Beforehand, I was just so nerve-wracked about it not feeling natural, I think that that's one of the greatest things that we look at, or one of the things that keep us from kind of going, for me, kept me kind of like, should I do it or should I not? Because I didn't want to not feel natural. They feel very realistic. Not only that, the color looks really good. They look like real gums, and I don't think anybody would notice. Even the indentions in the teeth, are really realistic. So as before, you can kind of, it just looks like denture-like, and now they're more detailed. So my kids have responded by kind of being like more playful with it. Like my daughter would be like, you were beautiful before, but you're more beautiful now. She'll tell me things like that. So that's real cute. So they notice and they can kind of see the difference. I see them more like touching my teeth before, as they didn't before. I think they were just like, I'm not gonna do that. They've had dental things, and of course I got them done before me, and that's always how it is as a parent, right? We help the kids out first. So I think they know that, hey, that might hurt. So, but now they're more like able to, when they'll say, oh, you have something in your teeth or something. Before, I don't think anybody ever even said anything to me about anything like that. Everything takes time, and it's not going to be overnight. I know overnight they kind of give you a set, but everything like healing and all that stuff, it takes time, but it's a lot better than going through all the pain I've gone through for 3 years. So it's definitely worth it. So I would just ask myself to be a little bit more patient. I know it's expensive to get it done, but it's worth it. I mean, all the time I kind of feel guilty, but at the same time, it's like I'm worried about my health. I've heard so many things about, people, dying from having an infection in their tooth. Now I don't have to worry about issues like that. That's not a worry that I have to think about when it was such a worry for me. Well, if I could tell somebody if it was a fit for them, just to do it, to be honest with you, don't think too much about it. Just do it, because it's going to give you so much more than you're thinking. I used to think it was just going to be not realistic. I thought it was going to be something that I felt foreign in my mouth, or it didn't feel like me. And it feels like it's my teeth.